And we are live! Yeah! So what I wanted to get done today is I've been working on a redesign of the complete gun controller. So we'll continue with that. So first of all, I'll show you how it works, or what it does for now. Let's get a target. It would be nice if I despawned all the other targets. Aha! Everyone has to suffer through my spaghetti code now. There's target. Why are you not firing? Did I not hook it up? I did not hook on the fire button, did I? Nope. And target is already gone. Time to get another one. As you might have seen, my news code is far more accurate than the old one. The old one would always lag a bit behind the target. Also, I probably need to fix that.
I got a built-in parameter for that, so I guess change it.
I also have that, I just have to...
You gotta make sure it isn't suicidal.
I have not put any of the checks in to check if there actually is something he's aiming at. So that's why I have the range calculation right here. And I want to also... Wait, don't need that. I need to check for the range to see if it's actually aiming at something. So, let's say if range there, if this range and distance and elevation yeah, the accuracy is indeed quite improved. I'm not sure about the radar not firing at things that are not in range, or not tracking things that are not in range, because that requires me that the radar can actually look up what kind of gun you're using, and it's meant to have multiple guns connected to the same radar. It's gonna be kind of hard. Okay, yeah, that's understandable. Distance and elevation. I'm not quite sure what I meant with distance and elevation. How did I do it in the other? This is the wrong one. This. So for range calculation I have... That doesn't help that much. This, where do I calculate that? Here. I need this calculation. And pitch 1. Is that just coming straight from... Yes, that's just coming straight from the other the range calculation. No, not the range, the elevation calculation. So, call that this, and this will be bit. And now we hope that it works. Probably won't, but they can cross fingers. So if I'm correct, yeah, it's not targeting anything, so it's off. Oh, or it is off because the controller crashed. It's also very handy. Why did you crash? That's cause you don't know what squared means without the big M in front of it. Do you work now? Yes. I probably should make it that it will actually return to its 0 position if there is nothing to aim at. Time to steal some code from my last attempt.
I like to keep it in the same position, so it looks at the latest non-000 coordinates, and that way if something disappears behind a mountain and then reappears, it's not gonna be far off. It's gonna recover much quicker.
I guess you could do that, but I would like that it returns back to 0. Which of these would do that?
That's the thing, you know, we gotta have at least some differences between our systems.
Yes. This one. If the yada yada yada, else that's output number 2, I think. I agree with Cosmo Omen, because if you are that scared of not hitting your target in time, you probably have to up the rotation speed. Now I remember you do it with PIDs, and that's probably where it goes wrong. Because PIDs are the worst.
PIDs are the best.
No, they are not. So that sounds like some PID propaganda right there.
I'm a PID lover. Don't fuck with me.
I will get you.
Try me.
Oh, it is on. Targets that are BVR should just be hit with a missile, correct? If you are not sure what you're shooting at, shoot more.
Yeah, it's like when you activate all the guns to shoot.
I always activate all my guns.
Ah, it is very satisfying.
Full broadside is the only way. If there is a small boat coming, fire all the guns. If there is a helicopter coming, fire all the guns. If you see a missile, fire even more guns. YCP, did I define anywhere what that means yet? I probably don't. Because then I also would be using it in here, and I did not. YCP, is that sounds like a compass calculation. So I probably define it somewhere over here. That is. It is third compass and compass base. I probably should be using that for all my compass and for all my compass calculations. That sounds important. Do I have compass base anywhere as an input? Could you make the ignore range adjustable via an outside number? That's a really good request, and I will if I get this done, I will see if I can put it somewhere in. Cause I may have gone overboard with the code of the radar. It's gonna be very hard to fit anything in here.
That's what she said.
I hate you.
It's good though. It's good.
It always smells like spaghetti. It's cause of your mom.
That's what she said.
I forgot what I was doing. Oh yes, the compass sensors. I'm quite sure. Oh, I was gonna create.
Doing shit isn't a good idea because you can't focus.
Yeah, but the people voted for me suffering in a Lua stream again, so we're gonna do it.
They don't mind your suffering, I see.
No, only I do. That's probably why they're here. What can we call it? Base compass sensor. Based compass sensor. Is an input. Yes, where is... There is. We'll put it right into 9. 9 plus 6, that's 15. CPB equals input number 15. Yes. Third CP is now normal CP. Quite sure I need to do minus CPB here. And then I use... Where is it? For my yaw calculation, I instead of CP do YCP. Indeed, based CP. I'm quite sure only Smackles over here knows what that means. And I'm not gonna explain it because I don't want to get censored. Or just straight off kicked off YouTube. Will it work? No, of course it doesn't. Why not? Why are you maxing out all the numbers?
Wait.
Huh.
Based CP?
Yes.
I don't even get it.
I won't change it until I want to.
Based CP? Does it... What?
Oh fuck, we got another bot!
So, make me moderator. I can shit on them.
No.
I don't. Oh.
Smackles is already moderator.
YouTube chat moderator. It seems that...
Smackles, get rid of him.
Oh, so you give the power to a random stranger?
It's not random,
Okay.
that is Smackles. You know Shackles, right?
Oh, no, I just don't know.
That's the guy that has practically the same name as me. Instead of Pennies, it says Shackles.
Ah, yes, 8 penny shackles.
So why wasn't this working? Yes, yes. What if I don't make it negative? Just get rid of this first and see what happens. I am continuing suffering with Lua. And get rid of the barrel so it doesn't... It's now Spinny Boy. You are not allowed to be a Spinny Boy.
Speedy boy, speedy boy, speedy boy. Why does it look like
Yes,
a big
Smackles, you have
buzz?
done good. So, was the negative important? It's still turning randomly. You are not supposed to do that. So what if I just do it like this?
I think the way you code just makes the stream so much better, because no one can understand what the fuck you're doing, so everyone thinks you're just super freaking
Look at it!
smart.
It's trying now. It's not just spinning, it's trying to stop somewhere and continuing spinning.
I think you got the PID backwards.
I don't even use a PID.
Well, I can't help you down, buddy.
Uh,
Wah.
I also would like to earn my money with engineering. Sadly, my engineering school taught different about that. So what if I invert that number? It might surprise you, but I am an absolutely worthless welder. Hey, it worked. Sort
I
of.
I live in Sweden without the S. I live in Eden.
Then it's without the S and W.
Shh. I don't live in Eden. I live in Sweden.
50% C, 50% weed. Why is this not... Wait, do I need to add something? Yeah, equals that. So, output number.
Sweden. Do you know that way?
I am not quite sure what this here means. Probably have to multiply it by 8. I can still be in that controller. I don't need to leave it. It's cool. Why are you still spinning? That's illegal. You can't do that.
Why are you Speedy Boy? Oh, Speedy Boy.
Ah, that's why. I probably should look at my controller first before I start fucking with it. I have not defined what fmod means yet, so I need to do math.fmod. If you now don't work, I will get very sad. You know what? Close enough. It at least stuck in 1 point now. It defines as a radar, that's the problem. I don't get it. What defines as a radar?
Identifies.
Ah, you mean the gun. Well, it would be really nice if their gun thinks it was a radar, so I don't have to use an actual one. So what if I get rid of the 0.5? It still gets stuck that way. That's not helpful. That's not. Okay, make it 0.5 again. Wait, is it actually stuck in that position or on that angle? Probably should be turning something to get to that conclusion. We'll put it on a turntable. Pivot, robotic. And then lever. If it will keep pointing in the same direction instead of turning with the other pivot, I may have fucked something up in the calculation of the compass. Huh. I did in fact fuck something up, but not that part. What if I don't subtract 0.5? That didn't help either. Why do you want to be pointing that way? Is there something with the compasses I did in the other one? I am not a welder, that's just how our engineering school did it. Because it was an all-in-one engineering school, so all the machine engineering and all the welders were in the same class, and you needed to be proficient in all of them to become specialized, which was fucking bullshit. And I hate turning, I hate welding, and I actually don't mind putting pipes together. That was kind of fun.
You're like, I hate, I love.
Hmm.
Monkey.
Monkey indeed. So no, yes, I am confused. What was I gonna do? That's right.
Confused.
Sure, we'll go with that. Now that needs to be there. If range, it will calculate it. It will calculate it like that. If not range, it will calculate it like that. I said be gone.
Be gone, but
So then I can have the clamp part here. And this should theoretically work. Hopefully. I multiplied it by 8. What did I expect? It will still be in the same position, but faster. Yeah. What if I make it 7.5? I am now relatively sure something is broken here. Yes, that's not supposed to happen. Why are you pointing that way? What's so special there? Wait, do I need to subtract the CP there? No, I need to do it I needed to do it on the other one. Need to do it here. But that should not be the reason why it's not working, right? I just remembered why it's not working. I'm targeting that mountain, so it's always within range, which makes it always trying to target that mountain, and I was subtracting the compass value somewhere on the wrong part, and that's why it wasn't working. Damn, I feel smart now getting to that conclusion. So if... I'll just make that if false, then... Yes, this is a very professional way to check for if something is working or not. Just make everything false. I was just thinking, what is the target to be in range? Yeah. Unforeseen circumstances. It's now pointing that way. Did I change the 0. Of the 5.75 back? I don't think I did. I did not. Get rid of that 7. And now it should be pointed straight forward. Yes! Victory!
Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Now we might... Well, now we need to do the same thing for the tilt. So pit equals whatever this means. Think I need to multiply it by... Now we can also multiply it by 8 to see what happens.
Let's change random variables and see what happens.
I am not quite sure what the calculation for the pitch is. It's tilt base minus tilt. I don't think I have tilt base installed anywhere, but we'll see. That equals this. Ah, you found the video? Don't need all these brackets. This one can be 5. Tilt B. I have tilt and the typing hard. tilt B equals, let's say, input 16. Ooh, you found some useful data. Oh, I already have a tilt for that. Great, and I only have to connect it. Tilt B. No. Based. Tilt. Right below the based CP. 300 consecutive shots with the battle cannon and there's still no reoccurring pattern. That's interesting. I also realized that changing the setup of the gun, putting an extension, etc., will also give you an entirely different spray pattern. RNGesus will save us. I don't think RNGesus will save us this time. Stormworks guns have a theoretical randomness in how far a computer can be random.
Yeah, that's like saving every single password that you could possibly log in with and then predicting which one it's gonna be.
Indeed. Are you trying to stay on level? I don't know. Did you crash? Yes. Because once again, I did not define what normal fmod means. I need to make it a math function and I always forget to do it because I defined just fmod in the other one. I was able to confirm that the spray pattern is not random. Oh, you did. There is a describable pattern if it must be making some randomized adjustments to each shot. It's probably based on some height map. This looks like it's trying to stabilize itself. Did not crash. I will say that's a success. So what if I add more barrels and make it harder for him to stabilize itself? Perfect. Look, se-ssi, it is not that hard to make it stable without a PID. Because PIDs are for poor people.
I didn't do it with a PID.
You didn't?
No, I just put weight blocks.
I just put in number.
But if you tilt it 45 degrees up, will it do the same thing? Will it still be stabilized? Because I think the weight changes. So
It will be stabilized in with this sensor here. So which way this sensor is pointing, it will stabilize the gun the same way. So if I put it on 45 degrees, the barrel will also point up 45 degrees. I am quite sure.
Now I have a question.
What is your question?
Does your system work if your entire creation is on a hill, for example, where it's like 45 degrees back, 15 degrees to the right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah.
That's why I have all the
understand.
tilt sensors on it.
Yeah. Euler angles.
I do like me some angles.
Euler angles are very nice indeed.
So let's say we have a target. Because it's now in its rest position and it did not crash. So if I target that ship, it will also target the ship. And if I stop targeting that ship, it goes back to its 0 position. Yes! Progress has been made. Also, I probably have not shown it off yet, but you can now switch cameras on the fly. This is like the one with the shitty radar, the new radar. I hate that one. It will support up to 3 cameras, which is very handy, and you can now see all 3 cameras on this map. It's very colorful. It's not science if you don't write it down, yes. I would like to see your Google spreadsheet. Figuring out the correct angle is a very painful experience. Try to add more lasers. That won't work in stormworks, does it?
I had this guy called Stevie on Discord who's also trying to figure out all the different spread patterns.
It will also take the input of the camera radar you're using at that point.
Oh, that is you? Okay, yeah. It's funny that you're called Stevie in Discord, but it's the fun here. I had a feeling.
So now we have that. It's probably a good idea to make it adjustable so you can just use any pivot you want. That's the wrong one, I need the other one. Where's the one that I adjust for the kind of pivots? That is. Yes, I'm just stealing from my previous controller so I don't have to rediscover all the numbers. And I want to add an option 5, which is the robotic pivot. Did I spell that correctly? I probably don't. Google Translate, please help me with my spelling. It was correct. I currently have 2 weapon stations, one for AA and one for direct fire, but I could link them all to the same station. That would be very nice. That would be nice. Yes, that's why I had the same in mind. That's why I made a controller support 3 cameras. But the nice part is you don't have to have the 3 cameras on the same creation. You can just put them anywhere and connect them with antennas. If you want to create a surveillance state for some reason. We'll make this 20. Yes. Notes. How did I convert from a number to whatever the fuck the robotic pivot needed? For pitch it's like that, and for yaw, that. Condolences on your game crashes. Yes, it's already set up. And even better, you can define in the camera itself which color it's gonna be on the minimap. So this one is green, red, and yellow. You can also have a blue one. Hold on, did I multiply it by the... I think I did. It's probably not a good idea if I just multiply everything by 20 if I get a robotic pivot, but we'll see that when we get there. Why did I multiply it? Did I do it at the end or in the calculation? At the end. Okay. So output number that, multiply that by, was it VM, VPM? VPM. So that means that it will have a equal speed on all the, let's say the velocity pivot class pivots. It's all those numbers look correct, and if VPM equals 20, we'll just entirely skip this part. If VPM equals 20, and else before I do that, I might it's perhaps a good idea if I first state what all the other states are gonna be before I do that and come to the conclusion that I need to change a lot of variables all the time. So I will get rid of the robotic pivot first. Did I define output boolean? No. Output boolean equals this part is itself is the same bool. That will make it that output boolean, I want the big one, yes, on 1 equals fire. Got just that for now. So then we need to make the variable fire. So what does it all have to be checked for before it's allowed to fire? Probably if the fire button is pressed. It was that channel, I think it's channel 4. It's on output boolean, yada 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 yada. 4, yes. And that means I also need to make an input boolean. In bool input get bool equals eBay now. So eBay equal now trigger equals eBay Input 4. I will shorten this later. The only way to measure how much the shot went off center by measuring the blocks, which isn't that accurate, so I tried to gather the data over multiple distances, etc., and it kept crashing. I feel your pain. If trigger and range, and it is in range, then now not if, it needs to be fire equals. So make a temporary trigger node here. I'll put trigger read on off on channel 1, connect it to the gun, and with a bit of luck this sort of works. Doesn't fire, so now if I point it at something, it fires. Amazing. Maybe some of your guys have an idea for a testbed that won't make the game randomly crash, but it's 100% stable and not moving from recoil, etc. I'm pretty open to it. Have you tried using the what's it called? The oil rig island? Or just some making your testbed a stationary object? Does it also work for if I use another pivot? Or turret ring? Because turret rings are a bit slower than pivots, and I think the large turret ring is like 10 times slower than a pivot. If I did the calculation correct, that should not make a difference now. And define it as large turret ring. It's stationary with linear tracks. It is 100% fixed, but I figured that two long tracks make the game randomly crash. Yeah, that sounds very stormworksy. Yeah, that looks like it works. Can make it a normal pivot again. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do... I'm probably first gonna do a test to see if I didn't fuck up any... Excuse me? You what? Why are you whack? How? Why did you go absolutely mental? Ah, I forgot to turn it back to a normal pivot and it's now accelerated by times 10. Whoops. Yes. That looks a bit more normal. So, get a target. Target did not spawn in. Yeah, that one is also not gonna spawn in correctly. That one will. I don't know why, but if they spawn all the way over there, they spawn in for like 5 seconds and then despawn again, and it should not be doing that because it has a... Okay, it's still good on point. Bit sad that I cannot make the gun more accurate by adding more barrels within reason. Ah, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna add a reload state. So, did I actually define it in these ones, what the reload button is? I know it's this one. Yeah, reload on channel 6. Do you get anything on channel 6? Output boolean 7 is input 6. Yes. So if 6, it will try to reload. No, 7. Reload equals input boolean 7. Also, I will shorten this later. So if range and not reload, then that, else it will go back to its 0 position. But else if reload and I was thinking if I add a extra note here that if it's reload it will, or I mean an extra variable, if reload it, you can define the position of the reload, so you can, if you have your reload mechanism sideways for some reason. then it will, for the reload it will go sideways, but for if it's off it will go straight. Therefore I need to make a new variable. Call this re equals now I need to get another property. Yeah. How about I'm gonna call it reload point gonna do it in degrees or radians. Also, I probably want a slider for that. Minimum value. Do I do it? se-ssi, what do you think is a better option? Radians or degrees to define a angle for the people that need to use the sliders? Are you still there?
2 degrees.
Okay, then we go for negative 180 and max 180. Rounding to, yeah, just 1. Value will be 0. Property name, reload angle. Reload angle equals property get number else re equals 0 and I need to divide it by, was it 180 or 360? I need to divide it by 360. So this plus that, and then plus RE. So if I'm correct, this will just put it back on 0 if I try to use the reload angle. Doesn't crash. If I no, get point there, if I say reload, it will go to 0. Excellent. So now, if I say 90 degrees, I probably should be rounding that off, rounding that to 10 degrees each time. So there's no reason why you would go 1 degree in a reload state. I'm relatively sure. Else I would, if you for some reason really want to do that, I will look weird at you, because you are a weirdo. Huh. Okay, if I make it 180, what will happen then? Did I not get the right one? If reload is this is. Perhaps this is not the correct one. That I spelled wrong. I did spell it wrong. Another problem I figured is you need a massive Lua block with metric shitton of numbers in it to actually remove the spray. And you can try to get the... what is it again? The telemetric function working and put all those numbers up on a website. So you don't have to put them all in a Lua block. But that goes above me, so I'm not even gonna touch it.
I just released my my weapons pack.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone go check out this shit. I will put a link in the description.
Yeah, the Steam has its validation thing, so it might take a few minutes, I think. But yeah.
Edit, description. Just put it in there. Everyone go get it. Looks like the reload is now actually working. So if I say reload is for some reason at 30 degrees, it will point 30 degrees to the right. It points 30 degrees to the left. Good enough.
At last. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh.
So now what more features did I have in here that I can just rip off? se-ssi, I think you need to make smaller missiles.
Yeah, I mean I could XML edit them to make him a freaking 1x1.
Oh, 1x1x1.
It's kind
That,
of for
if you
people
could
to
get
do.
that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. Huh.
Huh. Oh, I should probably tell what I was gonna do. What I was gonna do is the threshold for the turns it is allowed to make. So now it will just turn around 360 degrees, but sometimes you don't want it because there's like your own ship in the way. Then I'm gonna add that. I'm not quite sure where I need to add the clamp again. Was it on the end or the beginning? It's on the end. This one. Clamp. Yaw. Point. Notes. I need some space to write down. Left max. Right max. So, was the left or right the lower number? I think it's the left one. If I get the left max and then the right max, that should limit its range it's allowed to turn in, theoretically. And then for the pitch, can I also just clamp the pitch here? Why did I put that between brackets? I don't know, but I'm gonna use them now. Up max, down max. Then up max. There's not supposed to be an O there. You can't make a 1 by 1 roll. It will just roll however it fucking pleases and fucked up everything. Yes. Okay, you are no longer allowed to turn the full 360 degrees. You are now just gonna turn 80 degrees in total. Turn up, yes. Turn down. Alright, we'll see what happens. It looks like it works. And then it just goes straight through it, and I don't know why. I think that's fixable by adding another if statement. So if range and not reload, and am I just gonna wait, how did I do it before? Oh, like that. That should not be that hard. Already forgot what the arrows were pointing at. Just copy the entire function. Put it on the end. And it's called yaw think. Did I call it yaw or was it small yaw? It was small yaw. This is called pitch. A pit, I'm quite sure. This, and that. Then, no, we not then. Any good plug and play AA VLS out there right now? Depends on your definition of plug and play.
Wouldn't you say my missile system is?
Well, you can get the one of se-ssi. Don't know if that's AA. What am I gonna call this variable? If angle. So, and if angle. Then it will 116 try to compare something with a number. What do you mean? Oh, yes. Did not crash. It will return to its 0 position if it's unable to turn that far. Great. Then that's working. I don't need this. What else do I need? So I have all the other things working. I've got that. Reload state. That's probably a good one. And aim speed. The problem is that you have the GPS guide the missile to the correct height heading and hope it actually looks at the thing you want it to intercept or fully guide it into the target. Both solutions are rather meh when you can just make it face the target when it has a lock launch it. I agree. I need to look up what the reload state means again. Hold on, how many Lua blocks are... Oh, I was trying to mess with it and it probably did not work out if I look at it. Which of these is the complete one? This one? Yes. Okay, rest. Where do I use that variable? Huh. I don't know. Yeah, it's called rest. And I'm relatively sure I did not make a function out of it, so it should be used somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. What is that? Um. Oh, I get. Yes, that. Okay, get it. And I don't know how to try to explain to you guys what I understand about it. For I barely do myself. Need my reload state. Um, and I need to redo the whole system where I check for reloads. Fucking amazing. Best thing is when you come back to the code you wrote months or even years before. Indeed. Just guess what it means and hope it works.
Nah. You comment shit. That's what you do.
Yeah, but that means I need to waste valuable space on just text I am gonna read once.
I mean, there's tools, but sure.
Yeah, but stormworks only gives me 4,000 characters. I'm not gonna waste that space on comments.
Well, you can have a separate
Never.
file. Okay.
Hmm. If reload. No. Better idea. What did... Alright, I need to look up something. What did rest 1 mean? 1 is only pitch, 2 is only all. Okay. If that and I can just go for input boolean 7's far shorter. Then uh, it was page. So, and if basically the same but something different to, then I will make it then yeah equals that plus I think RE end. Yeah. But I used another variable for that and I'm not sure what it was. It is, what does re mean? Oh, that's not a reload state. We'll just ignore that for now. Because this will overwrite this, if I'm correct. I will first test it out. Saying reload state. Yeah, in pitch, yes.
Do you have Deep Rock Space Galactic?
No.
Okay.
Gun, what are you aiming at? It's not what that's not what I'm pointing at. Gun. Think I fucked something up. Okay, just make this not exist. Why you wanna point that way?
Why you bullying me?
So if I have a target, do you still go there? Yes, why? What's wrong with you? So why are you not working with me? This looks correct. This looks correct. This. Okay, whatever, lower this. Just that bit, cause I also have that lowered in my previous one. There's probably a good reason for that. Did I name some random variable twice? Okay. Also get rid of this. Get rid of this. Will you work now? No. Why not? Why won't you work? First of all, I don't need brackets here. Hmm. Trying to get it to a state that it works again. So I hope random or making some variables just not exist will work, and it does not seem to do it, the trick. Rmax, Lmax. Wait, did I fuck up that? Is that the problem? I did. They are supposed to be the other way around. Yeah, it works again. So that means this can be normal code again. Why are you not turning? Is there something I forgot
Oh,
to
no.
put in again? I did.
I made Steam angry.
Why is Steam angry?
I try upload image and it like crash.
Nice.
Interesting reaction. But what does it mean?
Okay, so now if I reload.
Has it snowed over there yet?
No, it will probably not the whole winter.
Yeah, we don't get much snow here in Sweden anymore, but we have actually gotten quite lucky and we already have a shit ton of snow. Came like yesterday for the first time down here.
We will cry in a corner again because we cannot skate over the channels this year for like the 70th time in a row. Right, this all seems to work. And that means that the
Yeah,
wait,
I fucked something up. As soon as I go into this collection, Steam just goes.
nice. Only yeah. So now the gun will keep aiming, if I'm correct. Yes. The pitch will try to stay on target. Only the yaw is going for the reload state. If I do only pitch, then only the pitch will go for the reload state. Yaw and pitch, it will all go for the reload state. Yes. Aim speed. Did I just multiply it by that? SPMU. I don't know what that means. Oh, I clamp it between that, that's how I do it. Recall it to a AS. Excellent. That's another feature added without adding too much code. Accuracy slider, what does that do again? Quite sure that's the check for if it's close enough that is not the right one. I need the other one. Accuracy ACY. Yes, what does the function th mean? We're just gonna steal that, it looks kind of handy. Probably rename it to something I actually understand. I don't know what to call it else than th. So we'll just keep it that. did I use it? I used it to yeah 5. What does that mean? I don't know. Why do I do +1? That doesn't make sense. Probably got some inaccuracy in the code I did and I was too lazy to actually figure it out. So I just added 1 if the 0 state came up. YCP5. It's the same, also add 1. Ah, that's why. So I needed to use it for the calculation, and it is a possibility that only one of them is gonna be negative, or both of them, and negative added negative is positive. And we got another bot. You can fuck off. This looks all correct. Did not add the accuracy statement. Accuracy. You know, I don't actually need an accuracy slider if I do it right this time and give it a valid number. So people don't have to wiggle around with that anymore. Where did I put a code down there? We'll give it like 0.0101. Now the gun will only fire if it is roughly on target. I hope. We'll get a drone. It's too far away, cause the keep active blocks work weird. That one will work. Yep, there it is. Gun doesn't fire. Because I didn't use the right. I renamed it to TH in big letters. To try to compare a number with nil. I disagree, but we'll look at it. 32. Oh. What do you mean it's trying to compare a number with nil? I don't have a pitch value, it's called pit. That's why. Need to get a new target drone because it flew off. Why are you still not understanding? Should be okay, there it is. Come on, fire. Doesn't fire. Why doesn't it fire? Get a bigger target. Perhaps that will work. Okay, that seems to work. Let's confirm it's still accurate on the faster targets. It's right there, please lock on. There it is. It's out of range, isn't it? Should not be out of range. Got a closer one. 400 meters. Yeah, good enough. So now that's done. I am quite sure that it will completely work. Now we'll just add a bit, just a bit. And I'm 1,000 characters shorter than my previous attempt. That means I can actually add the robotic pivots. Unless a quick read through to what I have here to confirm I have added everything. And if you are questioning what this means, this is a very complicated way for me to calculate what I just did. Like what this means. So now the robotic pivots, yes. Which of you robotic pivot? Make that 20. can better rename it to pivot type. This is now pivot type. If pm equals 20, no, does not equal 20, then it will do this. So ja equals this, and pit equals this. This is gonna be pit. This is gonna be yaw. Else. And did I calculate everything in here correctly? Yep, that looks right. Notes. How did I do the... How did I do the robotic ones? Pitch minus tilt for the pitch. So that equals this. For the yaw, it is this abomination. I do need alright, compass, that is CP. Wait, what compass is that? I think it's compass base in that case. And the yaw equals the yaw. And pit is that tilt. Just hope it works. So robotic pivot. I have no idea if the pivots are pointing the right way. We'll see that now, I guess. Pitch, pivot there. Then this is robotic pivot. And it immediately points the wrong way. I think I didn't clamp it correctly. But first we'll try to target something that might be because the range is infinite. Yeah, I think I didn't around it correctly. It's supposed that one is not supposed to be in front of there. Okay, what if I do normal compass? That also not correct. Wait, I've made that code before. And I sent it to someone. Let's see if I can find it back. Okay, found it. Now try to get it to work. Need to compare to my to what it's actually supposed to replace. Okay. Yeah equals that, yada 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 yada. Why is that the same? It should not be the same. I don't get it. Alright, let's make a... I will just get rid of the robotic pivot ones. It's not really needed. Figure it out later somewhere. Probably understand how it worked tomorrow. So probably is a good idea if I also make the... Where is it? a reload angle for the pitch. Might want to reload it with the barrel straight up. So this is reload angle yaw. It's gonna be pitch. Copy that, paste, then make this pitch. Where did I define the reload angle? Somewhere over here. But where exactly? Ah, there it is. Can get away with dividing it by 360 here. Give this also the yaw treatment. Then we can make a rep equals RA pay else all this equals 0. So for the pitch I need to add it's here. Can using that more, so I probably make that into another function that we call p till equals this. So p till plus that, and then also make this array. Then we can add wrap to it. So now it will be able, now it's possible to make the reload state be pointing straight up. I hope. Reload angle pitch 90. Make this also 90. Negative 90. Yes. It gets stuck on something, doesn't it? Yep, it got stuck on the GPS. GPS you can be here. Wait block, you are not needed now. Why do you... Oh, it's still robotic pivots. I probably should change that. Is the bottom one also robotic? Yes. Robotic pivot is not allowed to be here. Why are you not turning? You are supposed to be pointing that way. Um, that's also not supposed to happen. I already know what it was. It overshot the tilt sensor and that went into negative because it's a tilt sensor and they suck ass. Okay, won't work now. The fuck is wrong with the velocity pivot? Alright, so yeah. It worked last time, why not now? So what if I don't invert this? Then that happens. Okay, back to inverted. Hello? Why are you not turning? Just outside of your reach. Did I not do that correct? Um, what if I make these letters small? Because that looks like a variable I might have already used somewhere. Hello, turn. Is that pivot the wrong way? It is. Okay, now it's pointing. And it doesn't want to turn that way. Why not? Wait, it said it was trying to turn. No, it was the compass that was trying to turn. I get rid of this? Um,
Alright, I'm gonna go do something for a while. Gotta take a break. See you.
what you gonna do?
Probably practice some homework and I don't know. I need to not play stormworks for a little bit.
Understandable.
I've been doing it all month. I gotta play something else for a bit. Alright, so catch you later.
Bye. So why are you not working now? I'm relatively sure it's something to do with me clamping something that I'm not supposed to clamp. Okay. Did I just yaw to? Where do I calculate yaw to? Ah, this might fix it. If yaw is that, I don't need those numbers behind it. I didn't round it the right way. Probably. So I don't have to state that yaw is yaw, because I already know yaw is yaw. Yep, that fixed it. Now I can put the check back in. If range and IFA. Of course, target despawned. Get another one. There is. See how accurate it still is. Yeah, good enough. If I want more accuracy, I probably need more barrels. Will it also work if I put it on another angle? Because sometimes that will fuck with the compass sensors, and I'm not sure why, but it seems to work. Yep, it's now also trying to lead on the right spot. Might decrease the cone a bit, so it doesn't spray and pray all over the place. It's not the right little block, is it? Just lower this a bit. 0.08. And how about the moving target? Okay, that is. Yep, also works fine. Hmm. I think that was around everything I wanted to do. Anyone got more ideas I can add? Huh. Could probably add fmod to this. Now I can get rid of all the math values. Also, this has a lot more inputs. What did they all use for inputs? It doesn't have a lot more, just looks like more cause it's like I used more of the normal logic in there. can clean up my controller a bit. Rename them to all the correct values. Get rid of all this text because it doesn't. It's only making it ugly. Would it work on this gun? Perhaps that's a good idea to check that first. Because it should be interchangeable now. Pitch. Yaw is there. Better off just copying this controller before I ruin my testing bed. Can GPS X, where did I hide the GPS? Here, X, Y, the alt. There, no, that's a tilt. Where's the alt? There it is. Compass sensor. I think this one. Yep. Pitch tilt. Where did I hide that sensor? Is that this one? Yep. Base CP, that somewhere here. And base tilt. That's this one. Pitch tilt, the pitch velocity pivot. Yeah, velocity pivot. Uses a, what's this? Medium turret ring. Heavy arrow cannon. COS, aim speed, yeah. Reload state doesn't matter. Let's see what happens. I did not hook up to the coordinates. Come on, no, I don't want to get in the workbench. I want target. There is. Can I shoot you down with this gun? I already hit it. Hit it again. From around a kilometer. That's pretty good. Let's see about other guns than only the autocannons. As a rotary autocannon. How big is the behind? That is 5. So that will fit right between here. Extend the barrel a bit so the range, so we'll actually hit some bullets instead of shooting everything around it except for the target. So I have a normal plane flying around. Did I actually tune it for a rotary autocannon instead of... I did not. Now I do. Yeah, that's good. Die, plane. How about this one? This is a bit harder to hit because it's faster. It's spawned out of the render distance again. Spawn drone. It's there. Am I hitting it? Think I am. Close enough to go all around it. So I presume if the gun is accurate enough, it will hit. Yep. And off to space it goes, because I think I destroyed its elevator. How about an artillery shell? It will just fire when it's loaded. Then can put this on, let's say 2. I did not tune it for the artillery cannon yet. Artillery, go. Load a round into it. And I also need a planey boy. Come here, planey boy. Another shot. It's so close. I think I need to add more barrels. And more don't fit in there. I'm not gonna add more space. Okay, let's see if how close that shot's come. Or it lost its target. That's also an option. What the fuck are you targeting? Oh, it's constantly regaining and losing a target, that's why. No, it should stay on target. Oh, almost. Just put it in full auto. Damn, that's so close. Hold on, I have an already made AA artillery gun, so what if I grab that one and hook it onto my new system? Did I grab everything I need? Yes. Yeah, the barrel extensions are missing, but I know if I copy and paste this gun with the barrel extension, I also will take a great chunk of the turret in front of it with me, and I am better off just putting more barrel extensions on here now. We'll get one of the fancy ones. Muzzle. Yeah, that looks nice. I am planning on making one for the Burfa cannon. I promised myself if I can make my system accurate enough, I would do it. Pitch, robotic pivot, where did I hide those? Here. Yaw pivot, what's this? Is that the yaw pivot? Or is that something else? I think that's the yaw pivot. Base tilt. Correct. That depends on who you are. For me, the pointing part is scary because that means I actually need to fuck around with it. Base tilt. That's one. Cannon alt. The Y. The X. Yeah, but I will disagree with them, because I have the trigger of that gun. Cannon compass sensors, this one. Pitch tilt, this one. Based CP, somewhere over here. Okay, that's all connected, I hope. Now to make it a, wait, it's normal pivot, velocity pivot, artillery cannon. Yeah, you can aim straight up. You might as well aim just all around you. I hate it when the radar does this, it's really annoying. It only happens when those planes are coming straight for you, then for some reason it has difficulty tracking it and it starts to flicker. Oh, and it just got vaporized. Alright then. Another! Another! Yes, soon this one is also gonna be that. Get fucked! AA artillery! This is the fucking best, I'm gonna get my own plane. Yeah, it's aiming right about there. Let's see if I can shoot myself down. Before I do that, I don't want to spawn inside of my gun. Engine, can you please start? This plane of mine has a weird flaw that it needs to be moving backwards to start the engine, and I'm not sure why. Also, this thing is like 2 years old. Perhaps even 3 years by now. No, this is not the one with the engines are overrated button. Oh, it has found me. That's actually quite scary. This that the artillery rounds are really slow. Oh. And I just got hit 2 times in a row. Yes, rip. And I just got hit another time. I apparently shot this radar too. Okay, that's amazing. My plane has turned into a Beyblade. The most powerful of them all, AC-130 Beyblade. But how about boat? Will it destroy boat? That looks like a yes. Indeed. Well, now to make some last tweaks, that so it will be nice that you can actually turn on and off the turret separately from the other ones. On. Make it an input number. So I don't have to waste those valuable ticks to make to add a input boolean, or it's composite write boolean. Because with CIYS systems, it's all about those ticks. You want the least possible. If it's on 1, yes. So on equals input number on channel 17 equals 1. And that's how you turn a number back into a boolean. So if range yada yada and on. I forgot to put and there. I still feel I forgot something. Ah, that's right. I forgot to add the burst function. So burst is on channel 3? Is it 3? It's 5. So what channel I use to throughput 5? It's 5. That makes it easy. So what in the fire control did I use for the burst? Guess it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. 1 is fire, 2 is the burst fire, and then 3 should be reload. And then output boolean 3 is reload. Need to spell it right, because I'm never sure how I spelled it. Also make it so that the gun controller can communicate back to this. So if it needs to reload, that one can also the gun control. This is the gun controller. The fire, is it called fire controller? I don't know. The fire sequence controller can communicate back to this one to say if it needs to reload. I will do the same as I did with the on. So thus if input boolean 7, that is the manual reload, or input number, or where are we at, like 18, equals 1. Just put some brackets over this just in case. Now time to polish the controller a bit, so it will be understandable what all those things mean. That doesn't seem right. It's not robotic, it's a velocity pivot. Base, compass sensor. It's also not really base tilt, it's like halfway on the turret, so call it the turret arm. Now we'll call that part a turret. Turret tilt. Did not spelled correctly. Trigger does not need to be there. On, that needs to be there. That also. And how did I call the other composite signals? Gun control. Add another node for the decorative lights, because that's very important. I also gonna cut the searchlight from it, because it only was used by a handful of turrets and it is not really needed to put that through the microcontroller. So very important. Everyone knows that you need those decorative lights to make it accurate. This is peak professionality. Some might want to explain what the inputs and outputs are for gun control so people can make their own fire sequence controllers. Yeah. Toggle button there. So if that button is not pressed, the gun will not turn on. Is that correct? It will just not turn on in general. Why not? Why are they not turning on? Did I disconnect? I disconnected the composite line, that's right. No, I did not. Why not? Why are you not working? That's why. That needs to be big. Yeah, it works. Can now turn on and off the turret. I probably should change the reload state to not be pointing straight up in the air. That's the I need to pitch 90 because it's not much reason to have that turn all the way around and it will probably break. Yeah, so what now? Probably test to see if the reload state from the gun itself will work. Therefore I need an instrument panel. So this I don't need. I need an instrument panel. On one I will get a button. 2 will be indicator. Another indicator. And another one. So reload, burst, and fire. I will just use this to simulate there being a fire sequence controller be connected to it. Firing works. If I press this button, it will try to reload. Yes. Burst. Then that will go on. And reload state also works. Excellent. I think that's then the whole control, the entire controller done. Then I'm gonna call the stream for today. Bye everyone who's still watching.